Hi, it's Megan. So I have long wanted to do a series of videos on like 1-minute makeup because if you see my videos, I have way too much makeup. I've got tons of makeup, but the practical reality is I'm a working mom and a lot of times I have to get out the door so fast in the morning. I just need a few products I can throw on my face and just match any clothes so I don't have to think about it, add makeup later if I need to add more, just like as a base, but look really natural and polished and pretty so that I can do work or I can do carpool or I can do, you know, anything basically, meetings, and I need to do it in like a minute. So when I say 1-minute makeup, what I basically mean is you already have the foundation, powder, and concealer on because I like to let that set on my face before I put the real makeup on. And then what can you do in a minute to look like perfect and neutral so that you can match anything. Nars has recently come out with a whole bunch of products which I think fall right into this category and actually blew it right out of the ballpark. They are just so stunning, amazing, and wonderful. So I'm doing a couple videos on these products. This right here is from the Final Cut collection, which is exclusive to Nordstrom, and I guess in the UK it's Selfridges. I'm not sure if it's on the Nars site. I haven't seen it on the Nars site. They say it comes out February 1st, and this is before February 1st, so it may be on the Nars site on February 1st, but from what I'm reading, it's exclusive to Nordstrom, and it's actually already on their site, and I've seen it in one of their stores. So I have a blush, and I have one of the satin lip pencils. And then I'm going to show you how I make this work in like a second, and I'm going to show you what I would add to the basic product, which is all I have on right now, to make it look even more polished in like under a minute. So what do I think of these? So first, and I have outdoor swatches, I have Love Blush. This is it. Let's do it like that. And this is, according to Nars, Tea Rose. This is a very warm shade. Very warm undertone, so I look better oftentimes, although I can kind of go back and forth, but I think I look better with the warmer undertones. You can see just how rosy it is on my cheeks, and it is a rosy pink, but I see a little bit of like an orange undertone to it, and I put a little, I used a blush brush like this, and just did like that. And then I just put some on my eyelids, just like that. I didn't even bother doing anything under the eye, but you could take another brush. I don't have a thinner brush with me, but you could take a thinner brush and just put a little under here, which would probably look even prettier. But I wouldn't, honestly, if I were doing it, I wouldn't bother with a color that's light. And then I already had a little bit of black eyeliner. I had the OCC black, which is like my new favorite black pencil. It's called Tard. I have that on the upper waterline, but since it's so soft it goes to the bottom. You can see the eyes by themselves, they look fine. It's such, because it has that little tiny bit of orange undertone with the blue eyes, but also with a lot of other color eyes, it's going to look really pretty, very warm, very I like matte blushes a lot, so this is matte. I just love this shade. With someone who has darker skin tones, it will obviously be a little bit more muted, but I just love it. I think the pigmentation with a lighter skin tone like mine is great. It's super soft. I didn't find it to be at all powdery. I found it actually to be a little creamy, but let's see. I guess that's it. I thought it was really nice. Nars was my favorite brand for a long time, and then I kind of got Narsed out. And the one thing I like about Nars is I find the colors are just always so pretty on. I don't know how they do it, but it makes me glow even though it's a matte blush. And I don't have any kind of highlighter or bronzer on right now yet. I didn't want to do that. So then the pencil, this right here, and this is called Descanso, which is described as a tea rose. So the theory behind the Final Cut, there are 4 blushes and 4 of these matte pencils. I'm a huge matte fan, and I'm a huge matte lip fan, so if you don't like mattes, you can always put a gloss on it, but I just like the way mattes look better actually than glossy stuff, so this was like a no-brainer for me. Nars, you know, these subtle pink, some were a little bit more pink, some were a little bit more peachy, but they were kind of these 4 pinkish sort of shades that range from like super light to kind of this, which is, you know, not a tea rose kind of, well, it is a tea rose, but this is not like only pink, it's got other undertones to it. I just like that idea. This is, again, a no-brainer thing where you have the little pencil that matches the blush. You just put that on, put some mascara on, and you run out the door. I like it. So this right here is light medium. It's also kind of a peach rose kind of color. It's got warm undertones also. And it is a matte, but it's got a little bit of gloss to it. So it's one of those mattes with a gloss. I don't, if you see, I lose a little bit of my top lip shape definition, but not a lot. This lasts about 3 to 4 hours on me, depending on what I'm doing. Probably more on the 3 end, but I tend to be super hard on lip pencils because it's so soft. It will fade in a way that I'm not going to notice it fading away like I will with some other colors where it's going to fade on. These don't fade unevenly, they fade quite evenly, so it's a natural. I didn't see it settling into my lip lines. I just thought together, if you look at it, that's just such a polished, natural look. It's like your face but better. So what I would do, so right now I've got, these to me are like no-brainers. These are amazing. I've got the lip color, I've got the blush like this, and then I just took the blush here. I have a little black eyeliner and a little bit of mascara. What I would do to make it look better, and again, still under a minute, I would take, I'm using Nars products since we're on Nars except for the eye pencil and the mascara. So I would take a bronzer and just put a little tiny bit in a 3 like this. For me, that just looks better. And then I would take, I'm going to use a multiple because you can use any highlighter, but like we said, we're sticking with Nars. And I actually have a powder highlighter, but I figured I would use this anyway. This right here is Luxor. It's like a pinky, shimmery. I would take it on my fingers and I would put some right up here under the eyebrows, and then a little bit here, right between the eyes, and then a little bit right here under my, on top of my cheekbones basically. And then what I always forget, but I'll do since I remember now, is I put a little bit there. And you can also put just a tiny bit here in the center of the eye. Perfect look. The lip pencils are $25. The blush is $29. But if you think about how much makeup I have on, it's really not a lot, and yet I look natural, polished, and really, I think it's a pretty set. Thrilled with this concept. I wish more makeup companies did that more often, where instead of doing like crazy colors and matching them, they did super soft matte wearable shades and match them. So you have kind of your little twin set that takes you like a second to get out the door. I would love feedback on these products if you have them, on the colors. And then also, does it help to do like the 1-minute makeup tutorials, picking products that are kind of available now and showing you how to give like a new seasonal look that you can just get out the door real fast? If you have suggestions on products. And then also I'm doing a novel called Masks on YouTube, and I would doing it chapter by chapter by chapter, and then also teaching people how to write novels. So if you have feedback on that, I would love to hear it. And I think that is it. But I am so happy with Nars this year after not being happy with Nars.